Welcome to Gun News in 5 minutes or less. This is brought to you by the Dr. Drake 63 channel. Facebook policy when it comes to the monetization of firearms related channels, such as the Dr. Drake 63 channel and quite a few others, has been a topic that if you are a YouTube creator, you are quite interested in. YouTube creator means that you've passed the bar of having a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of viewership, and you can enter into what's called a YouTube creator partnership program. It works very much like advertising does on TV or radio or whatnot. The higher the viewership, the more clicks, the more interesting your channel becomes towards advertisers. The YouTube partnership program also has a list of things that you can and cannot do which are considered violations. Number one, if you're shown using a firearm in a dangerous manner or promoting unsafe use of firearms, that is not going to be a particular video that will be monetized. If you were overly crude or using extreme profanity, this could prohibit your channel from being monetized. If you were trying to sell a firearm, this could contribute to that. If you're trying to show the modification or creation of a firearm, this could lead to either the lack of monetization for your particular video or strikes and eventual termination of your channel. A year and a half ago, I put up a video that was titled How to Assemble a Stripped AR Lower. And I spent about 30 minutes showing various tricks and tips to put together the springs, the detents, and all of those things, which a lot of AR guys came back and said, hey, thank you very much. Well, out of the blue, just a couple months ago, I received a message saying this is a warning. It's not your first strike yet, but we have stricken this video. We've taken it down because it blatantly violates our code of conduct. Yet they approved it, and it's been sitting up there, albeit unmonetized, for a year and a half. So I can see where that definitely does show the creation or modification of a firearm. So whether or not I agree with that policy, I have to agree that it butts up against that pretty hard. But on the other hand, I've had a couple different videos recently not receive monetization, and these were firearms that didn't come close to any of that. And when I pushed and got involved in long drawn-out chats and made appeals, I was told that the particular section of the video that was time-stamped violated a particular portion of the rules, and when I drilled down and pushed, they said, well, you're showing the modification or alteration of a firearm. The timestamp they gave me on the videos showed a picture of a hunting rifle with a scope on it. Now, most of you guys that hunt know that you don't buy a modern hunting rifle and it normally comes with iron sights, so they're all going to have scopes on it. So there you go. So I have a feeling that that particular rule is going to be one that can be used anytime they want to use it, at any time, for any reason, just to not monetize something. I also don't think it's based on machine learning, because if it was based on having software algorithms just run through and look for things in gun videos, and none of them would be monetized that showed a scoped rifle, and that's not the case. So what I think this is that certain individuals who have certain agendas have been granted certain authority to go through and say, ooh, it's got a scope on it. We're just going to say this is bad. And that blows my mind. But anyway, this has been Gun News in 5 minutes or less. I hope that I can stay monetized. If I can't, then I think you might see me show up somewhere else.